Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Foundation with me, Alex from Brightfield Studios. To be honest with you, I'm just super, hooked on this game. So we're just jumping right in and playing another half an hour of Foundation 1.6, the preview build, as it's clearly stated down here in the corner, which just comes to show that once this is released for real, this is going to be a sick game because it's already really fun to play. I just really love like the cute art style and the animations, and I just can't get enough of it as a relaxing game. No competitive vibe whatsoever. Just relax after a long day of work. It's great. And it seems like other people think it's great too, because we got Mary and Charles here who have just joined us. And we got to assign them some stuff to do. I'm thinking we definitely need another miner because this is going way too slow. And unless we have unlocked something else that I am not thinking of right now, the warehouse. So Mary is going to become a transporter because she is going to help us out the warehouse. So what I think is going to happen is, she's going to start out off at the granary. So we just have to be aware of that and assign her over to the warehouse once it's done, which I am going to prioritize because I need that done. Is the Lord Manor done yet? No. We're missing one plank. The door, this door leading to nowhere is going to, it's all I need. So I'm hoping that gets done soon so we can get cracking on that. Another person is joining our city. Welcome. Welcome, my lady, to Brightfield Village. You get quite a walk ahead of you. You have to go over the mountains to get to the quite vale of Brightfield, sorry. So much for remembering the name of your own city and the name of your own brand. So, while we wait, I guess I can assign these roles. The Great Hall the core I want to be a Great Hall, and it allows me to host envoys, which will be useful for the questing system. And for the tower, like I said, I want it to be a treasury, so now we can have more money in our bank, which we'll quickly see it's going to bubble over the 500 limit, which was holding me back. It was holding me back. I had no way of earning the money I needed. There, Lord Manor is complete. Done and dusted. What's our quest to do? So build a Lord Manor, assign a Great Hall, at the end of the month, promote a villager to serf. So that's another cool feature. So now that we have a Lord Manor, we can start, as it says, promoting villagers. We can give people a chance to rise in society for their hard work. And that's going to make them have more advanced needs, but it's also going to give me more opportunities of earning money from them because of these needs. So it's a really interesting economy here in Brightfield, because as you probably noticed, they are all working for free, including the berry pickers and the miners and the woodcutters. And they gather the resources for me, and then I bring them out to market and sell them back to them and earn money from them. So I don't know if it's fair per se, but then again, I am Lord and I take care of them, so I guess it's fair in that sense that they get the right to live a safe and prosperous life. But it is a unique economic system here in Brightfield, and one that suits me quite well, thank you. The church is taking quite a long time, but it's because we're prioritizing the warehouse, and one of the things we are missing are tools. And that leads me over to the trading mechanic here. So the way the trading works is twofold. First of all, we need to unlock a trade route. So we have these 3 cities in the near vicinity who we can trade with. And to unlock the trade route, we need to have a certain amount of resources to sort of show that we've been in business. And the first trade route we can unlock is Northbury, with who wants planks. So once I get enough planks going, we can get access to Northbury, unlock it, and that's how we get our tools. Because tools are actually a mid to late game resource, which costs quite a bit of different production buildings in a long chain to produce. You need coal, you need iron to produce iron ingots, and iron ingots through a weapon, toolsmith, blacksmith to create the tools. So this is a way of acquiring both glass and tools and other resources at a medium to early part of the game um, via trade. So that's something we need. But currently, all of our planks are going into construction, and that's the church's fault because it's a huge investment in planks and stone, which is again why I always construct the minimum required in the beginning, just because the economy is so weak. But once my economy gets rolling, I'll be able to invest in fancier buildings. We can whittle this down. I definitely want to get rid of this, like so. And then we can expand our residential bubble here so more people have somewhere to live. This will be sort of a residential side. I guess this won't be anything anytime soon, unless once I acquire this. Speaking of, let's look into territory mode. So it's going to cost 500 to expand, and I have the money, but I don't really see the need just yet because I don't have anything I need to build, and I don't have anything. I have all the resources I need for now. So until I get rid of all these trees, there's no real point in me expanding just yet. But we do have some villagers here that may be unemployed. Yeah, Winona is unemployed. Let's try to get her a job quickly. And she should be assigned to be... got way more than enough berries. We have the food. I'm thinking maybe a carpenter because that is taking a long time to get all those planks we need. So Winona the carpenter it is. Off to work you go. And... they are hard at work. Well, these are the miners, but Winona here. This is probably Winona. And she like Gwyneth, using her bare hands. Yeah. She cuts those logs up while cleaning her clothes, or playing the piano or something. I love it. So this is starting to not look too bad. We got our church coming along here nicely. We have the Lord Manor producing splendor in its splendorousness. It's great. We have more than enough berries for Agnes, the market tender, to be able to sell, earning us the money we need. And yeah, I really feel that we are, really meeting people's needs when it comes to immigration. And if we look at Gwyneth here, she gets her berries, she gets her water, and she doesn't have a home just yet. But some people, here we go. So Heinrich, he's a serf, and as a serf, he also has the need for faith, and that's the reason why we're building the church. So until we get the church going, he's going to be starved for faith. It's probably why we're not currently reaching 100% happiness, because he's starved for that religion. He can't pray anywhere else but at church. So therefore, Heinrich he's gonna be content at 75%. All right. So I believe we had a new villager. No. But things are plodding along. Maybe we could speed things up a bit. We're getting one more villager far off here. Another lady, it seems. And she is welcome to join Brightfield. But until we get to the end of the month and we unlock the serf, or promote someone to serf, we won't achieve this quest just yet. And when it comes to the tools, aha, there you go. The warehouse is ready to roll. So let us get rid of Mary here and assign her. Can we assign her here? Mary the transporter. Does she like duplicate? And we want the tools, and we want the lumber, and we want the stone, and we want the planks. So like that, Mary has been assigned over. So now we have Oliver working the granary, and we have Mary working the transport for the warehouse. And considering this is 4 slots, well, Mary is working very hard. So maybe we're good, actually. I was going to give this newcomer, Janine, a job as a transporter, but it seems like Mary's doing fine. So I'm going to assign her the role of, I don't know. Maybe we should make her. Let's make her a transporter, just so we're sure that we have that under control. Because yeah, so the granary does the trade and takes care of trading. And that's why I need to make sure that I have enough transporters, because they'll also be going off the map to help me in the trade. So this church, is it nearing completion? No, it actually has quite a long way to go, and I really need those tools to complete it anyway. To get that final. Really? Is that really how they've done it? They've given me one tool too few. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any more tools. I shouldn't have. What is it I spent my tools on? I spent it on the core. Maybe my tower was too tall. But that definitely means I need to open up this trade route, which means I need planks, which means I can't be spending planks. Well, I can. I mean, it's just for straight away. I guess I'll wait. But one thing I can do, just so I remember that till later, is I can start stockpiling items, which means that they'll be reserved for me. They won't be able to be used for anything. And that's usually how I ensure that I complete quests when I have to hand in resources to the king, for example. I stockpile that item, like berries, for instance, if that's what's desired of me. And that way, I'm sure that I get the resources I need. But yeah, we got enough planks to go around now, so we're good. I don't need to wait or stockpile those planks just yet. But we did get a new, some sort of alarm went off here, so now we just need to quickly get an idea of what we are missing out on. We got rid of that. We can clear this out and this out. Those trees still need to be taken care of. Another villager has arrived. That's great. Oh! Wait, is the church done? No, the core is missing, but the tower is done. I was wondering. What have we unlocked? We have not unlocked any estates. We have not done anything with the military. We have not unlocked any new buildings. I don't think. Nothing here. And nothing here. So everything is good in the hood so far. Just we have a lot of berries, but I can't get rid of them. There you go, 20 planks. Trade route complete. One free territory, in fact. Ooh, juicy, juicy. Which way do we want to go? Let's just quickly get this up running. So the trading, like I said, this whole trading gig is basically two parts. First, you need to unlock the correct trading route, and that city has to sell. So this is what they're selling and buying, not what I'm selling and buying from them. That means I can access tools. I can set buy until it reaches value, and then I'll give myself a buffer, like 15, for example, which means that my traders or my transporters will keep trading until this reaches and maintains 15 in my inventory. That also means if they are buying berries, which they are, I can also sell berries, sell above the value, and sell, for instance, at around, let's say 30, just to make sure I have enough food to go around. And this I can increase later when I have a lot of people I need to feed, and 30 maybe isn't a big enough buffer. But for now, that's enough. So that way I can actually have a source of income. So that's great. Definitely. That's awesome. So our Great Hall is done. We have Lord Manor room. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the only thing we're missing is the villager upgrade, which probably is happening soon. This is week 4, day 6. So probably when I get to week 5, we'll have gotten to the end of the month. Did we unlock anything else? I don't know. Let's check it out. We have the residential area sorted out. We have the no new buildings to take care of. Everything there is good. Our church is still missing because we're waiting for the promotion available. Here you go. So this, now we're at the end of the month. Luckily pauses the game so we can start thinking about what we need to do. My lord, for a certain cost you can promote some of your villagers to higher status. Promoting villagers will allow you to generate extra revenue from their new needs. Also, we can, and this section is for serfs, and once we acquire higher levels, we will be able. This will extend, and you'll have being able to go from serf to citizen, etc. So I'm thinking we just crank up everyone here, just because we can. We can both afford it, and it's going to give us the revenue from their higher needs. And that is a big caveat, because when they have higher needs, that means you need to satisfy those needs, because the global happiness is going to plummet if you don't. So, for instance, those who are, let's say, don't have housing yet, will start asking for housing, and if they don't get it, they'll plummet. And I think once you get to citizen level, they'll start needing luxury items, and if you don't get them those luxury items, they will be pissed. So let's, I think we can risk it for now. We've promoted our first villagers, so all newcomers have become serfs. Later, I'll be a little bit more stingy on who I promote. I usually have this rule of thumb that they need to be a certain level, sort of like with RPGs, where, let's say, Erin here, she's unemployed, so technically she shouldn't have been allowed to upgrade to a serf. She has to be like a level 2 woodcutter, or maybe level 1 for newcomer, and then level 2 for commoner, and then level 3 for citizen, etc. I guess I was a bit generous this first time around, but next time, Erin, you better watch your mouth. Well, she didn't say anything, but you better have something productive to do. So let's give you something productive to do. Whoa, more promotions? Things are happening so fast. Let's slow down. Take a breather. Oh, nice. We got a fence, and we got some bushes going. That's awesome. Let's add another woodcutter, and we're gonna add. Let's see. I think I can unlock some more things. So yeah, let's start looking into this. We get a wooden keep, we get a wooden wall, large stone wall. I know I need the keep first, because it's gonna give me the opportunity to have soldiers, which is probably what Marjorie is going to be. So let's start with that. I think I can also assign someone to be to work in my manor. But since I haven't assigned that function yet, that role hasn't been unlocked, so let's wait with that. A message from the kingdom. We shall allow you to establish an outpost in your territory. As such, you will be able to participate in military campaigns for your liege. Do not forget that this is a privilege. Tell His Majesty that I will comply with the royal request. There are other priorities. Now, let's go ahead with that. It's a quest. We need to build a wooden keep. So, I guess it was good I unlocked the wooden keep, huh? That also is a monument, which means I can customize it the way I want. And we can leave it on speed number 1 here. It's not too fast. Let's close all of this. So, where do I want to put that keep? So, I definitely want some of my military installations up here towards, mid-game. But if I were to have a keep, I'm thinking, maybe this entrance right here could be a great way I could fence this off and have the keep there, because I don't want it here. That could also be cool to have a castle on the edge here, but that's where my manor is. And I can also put the keep this way. I'll probably have a keep in each direction, but I think this would be a great place to start, because if we all remember as well, I actually have quite a bad desirability level right here, so no one's going to want to live here anyway. So I'm thinking that's a great place to put my keep. So I'm going to do that. I'll put in my wooden keep, plop in the flagpole, set up my doorway here, and if I remember, there's windows in some of these sides. I'll turn the windows that way, like so. I can rotate this later. And I always like this one for some reason. I don't know why. Wait, door. Is that a new door? It's a new door. That's a little bit too much. Yeah, that's for later. All right, like so. And this is again a little bit too sparse. I feel. I really like this one because it gives ample protection against the rain. It's important to. And I also want to just. Can I bring that? It's a little bit short. I feel it's really. It's a little bit for a tower. I mean. And here, I noticed the plank that. Oh, no, they've changed that. So the resources required to build these change. Because I remember I usually measured this in the Splendor, and I found the one that gave me the most Splendor because they cost the same. Or at least I seem to recall they cost the same. But now, hey, look, there's a little trader. Go, Mr. Trader. Is that my trader? Hey, come back. Trader, yeah. It's awesome. He's trading. He wants to buy berries, wine, and polished stone. Well, no polished stone yet, but yeah. Sorry, I lost track. Let's start with normal door, and we want to plop 5 planks difference for double the. I'll take that. Hey, now it got some height going. That's nice. And what do I have as? I got 10 cloth. Should I be a little bit crazy? It uses all my cloth. Nah, let's just go with that. It's the bare needs, bare necessities. It has the core. There's a lot of good stuff here, though. Church has noticed your dedication to God. This holds you in higher regard. Hey, God is why we are all here, my brother. Excellent. So, now, before I confirm this, I just want to make sure I thought this through. So, I'm thinking like a gate here, and sort of, I want this to be like a, you know, I can have all this stuff here. So I just want to make sure that I don't spoil my chances with this. If I were to put this like so, I can build out some of that other stuff here. Yeah, that's probably good. Let's do that. Can I build that? Nice. Nice. And here we have our envoy. And that, too, is a new skin. Look at that. Look at him with his little hat. Ah! Eating out. That's what. Great. Let's see here. So we can assist the king for 20 fish. 20 fish, 20 fish. So I know I cannot get the fisher's hut, which is required for that fish. So I think I'm going to have to decline on that quest because, well, I just need 1 splendor, but I only have like, what is it, 60 days? It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. All right, let's risk it. Let's go for it. I'm gonna need a fisherman's hut, and I need to prioritize that. But what is it I want? 20 serfs. Do I have the? I don't even have like 20 people. Yeah, I think that's a bit too risky. What happens if I fail it? I lose 2. Oh, well, I have 0, so technically it doesn't cost me anything. And what is it? I gain 10, so that would give me. I'd be able to spend it on. Yeah, like I don't have influence either. Like I don't have any of these things. I'm going to probably pass on this. I'm gonna keep it all. Yeah. All right. So that's done. We have unlocked the rustic church, which we can access later. And then that house was really close to everything else. So, where were we? We were looking at the wooden keep that is being built. We have, from what I remember now, only Marjorie as our unemployed citizen. Once the wooden keep is done, we will need to assign... Hey, there you go. Novice Marjorie, our first soldier. So she now has something to do. Have we unlocked anything else? We have our residential area. I'm going to cut this away because it's going to be part of our road. I can add this now, and I can remove this. I'm really OCD about this. Like, I really always want to clear all this up. I like to keep these trees here though, because it looks really sort of suits the appeal. Until I get this all groomed up into a nice, cozy estate, I like that it's sort of hidden a little bit behind the trees. But yeah, so people have somewhere to live. That is great. And I know people won't live by the water anyway, so I'm going to clear that up. So the Forbidden Land, for those of you who don't know or haven't played this game, like I said, these paths are made by the way the little civilians walk around. And if you really want to have direct control on, let's say, this road right here, you want it to go like up along this house here. You can actually draw in a red no walk zone, a Forbidden Land, and then you can marker in how you want where you want people to be able to go. So I could like cut through like that, and then by putting something that they need to visit, or clearly there's something they're visiting this way anyway, they will choose the shortest route, which will not be through here, but will actually be around. So it's a way of controlling pathing in a more direct way. I don't usually use it that much, unless I often use it like on these areas, so they don't usually throw themselves off the cliff edge here, but they might, cut the corner a bit and you get this ugly path over the rocks. So just to keep it nice and clean, I usually do it like that. And sometimes I use it for some of my monument buildings to make sure that the paths look nice in contrast to the monument buildings. But other than that, I usually don't bother. I really like the sort of natural look to things. And once let's say I plop down a building right here, this will grow, grass will grow again and clear this all out. So yeah, we got everything pretty well in order here. We can also start considering duplicating things soon once we have, more people than we have roles. But currently we are doing well. We don't need any more builders. I don't feel that there's big, pressure on the building part. However, we do need maybe another woodcutter, but that's fully maxed out. We need planks. What's the fort need? The fort needs, so it needs planks. I'm gonna probably go on a limb and get another woodcutter. Let's start with a carpenter, just because then it's auto-assigned. And we can build another lumber camp. And because we now will be doubling our need for it, I'm going to also allow this guy here to be cut. My lovely trees are all going to disappear. And we can also start considering where we want to expand, because we're going to need either these trees or these trees. And I'm definitely thinking maybe these trees right here. Unless I want the water side. Let's see, which kind of hexes are we looking at? I can either get this hex and start looking at a bridge. This hex, if I really, really want this little corner, but other than that, it doesn't really give me anything other than the fish. And as far as I know, you can build the fishing huts here, and the little fishermen will actually go and fish out here anyway. So I don't really need this hex just yet. This doesn't yield quite that much anyway, and this doesn't yield a lot. This one's okay. But I really think that this is probably the most useful hex that I can get right now. So I'm gonna get that. It increased my taxes by 10, but I think that's fine. We are losing a little bit of gold, so we need to look into that soon. I wonder why. Are people not getting enough goods? Let's toggle this off. Let's see here. So, in the current version, you don't need a priest, so this isn't an issue. I think people are getting the faith they need. I mean, people are happy. What's happening here? Actions, build a wooden keep. I'm on it. The log is fine. Severity is fine. Nothing of low severity. So low severity is usually like people can't access the doors and stuff, whereas high severity is more. It's like game-breaking stuff. And the system seems good. Everything seems in order. We're soon getting another round of immigration, so that's fine. How are we doing on the residential part? We can fill this in. We're getting 2 new villagers. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I'm going to plop down. That's what we're doing. We're going to build another lumber camp just right out here. There you go. And we're going to assign both those 2 new villagers to become lumber camp people, which of course is a woodcutter. I'd say lumberjack is also an acceptable term. I also think, didn't we get walls? Or no, we just got access to the hedge, I think. Yeah, the fence, the decorative bush, and the wooden gate. And the wooden gate is free. So we can, once we get the wall, the low wall, which I think is an estate thing, this one, then what we can do is we can actually set up where was it? The gate. There's the gate. Hey, it actually gives you a positive influence as well. Good to know. Awesome. So everything seems to be in order. I like this lodge, and we can like check in on things if you missed out on something available. Let's check out those additional rustic church parts. Some of these people really want to live next to the church. You can edit here, and we can add tombstones. We can get a stone extension and a stone extension. So if I wanted to, I could like pop that in right there, and we'd have a bigger church, which actually doesn't seem like such a bad idea. In fact, I'm going to consider also appending like this here. Doesn't that look nice? I think it looks nice. I'm going to do it. Upfront cost none. Tombstones. We can add like some tombstones here. Do they cost anything? Yeah, they cost 2 stones. I'm gonna wait for the tombstones. But I think this is smart because, you know, we're gonna get more villagers soon. Wait, how many people does it take so far? It takes 20, and we're 18. So yeah, it's nice to get a little bit more. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's start construction. We'll get that church up and running, and that's nice. We don't need the money just yet, or another treasury. But what we could consider doing is making some of these. Oh, this just costs money. I can actually go ahead with that. Does it give me splendor? It does. Yeah, so splendor is easy to do something about. I feel like have a fountain. What? Yeah. Let's get a weather vane. Right there. And we can have a banner. Wait, how much? 10 cloth. Yeah, see, that's. I am not ready to spend that much cloth. I mean, like, what else am I supposed to spend on, right? But still, let's just put a little fountain instead. Polished stone. Oh. Oh. Nope. Let's just put the weather vane. It's all I can afford right now. Don't look at me like that. Alright. So, there you go. That will be built soon. We have 1 new villager who has nothing to do. 2, Pierre and Edith. Well, Pierre, my good man, you are one lucky gun who gets to... Oh, right, we were doing the woodcutter thing. How's that going on? That has not been built. It needs tools? Okay. So let's prioritize that. What else is being built? There should be like a building list somewhere where I can see everything that's currently being built. And I think, given where we are, I think this is a great place to hang off and put my hat on the hook. So you say, call it a day. I'm going to sign off now. I think we're at a good start right now. And if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Give me some more comments down below. I still have no idea what I'm doing, so I would love your feedback on how I can make this more interesting for you guys. This is, like I said, a side project I'll be doing next to my development logs. They just take much more longer to make. So this is useful for me to get some more experience on making online content. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great evening, and see you later. Bye.